What if the secret to true strength and success lies in becoming the monster you're afraid to unleash? Not a reckless beast, but a controlled force of nature, fierce, focused, and unstoppable. In You Should Be a Monster, discover why embracing your inner power and channeling it with discipline is the key to breaking limits, conquering fear, and shaping your destiny. It's time to stop holding back and start owning your strength, because the world doesn't need you to stay small, it needs you to rise. Chapter 1. Unleashing the Beast Within. Deep within every person lies untapped potential, a powerful force waiting to be awakened. This isn't just about physical strength or intelligence, it's about embracing the raw, unfiltered version of yourself that isn't afraid to take risks, make bold moves, and confront challenges head-on. Most of us keep this beast hidden, either out of fear of failure or because we've been conditioned to think playing small is safer. But here's the truth. Your greatest achievements will only come when you allow this inner strength to rise and take charge. The beast within is your courage, resilience, and drive to overcome obstacles, waiting for you to unleash it. Unleashing the beast doesn't mean becoming reckless or aggressive. It's about owning your potential and using it in a controlled, purposeful way. Imagine a lion, powerful and confident but not chaotic. The lion knows its strength and uses it wisely. Similarly, when you unleash your inner strength, you're stepping into a version of yourself that is unapologetically bold but grounded in discipline. It's about showing up for yourself in every situation, refusing to let fear or doubt hold you back. When you stop suppressing this energy, you'll find that you're capable of far more than you ever imagined. To awaken the beast within, you first need to recognize the areas where you've been holding yourself back. Maybe you've avoided stepping outside your comfort zone because of fear of failure. Perhaps you've settled for less than you deserve because you didn't think you could achieve more. The beast within is tired of these excuses. It wants you to face those fears, confront those doubts, and rise above them. Start by asking yourself, what have I been afraid to pursue? What challenges have I been avoiding? These questions will guide you toward the areas where your inner power is needed most. Finally, unleashing the beast within requires consistent action. This isn't something that happens overnight. It's a process of building confidence, facing fears, and strengthening your resilience day by day. Each small step forward brings you closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Remember, the beast within isn't a destructive force. It's your ally in achieving greatness. Embrace it, nurture it, and let it guide you toward a life of purpose and unstoppable strength. When you unleash the beast within, you're not just changing yourself, you're changing the world around you. Chapter 2. The Balance Between Chaos and Control. Life often feels like a tug-of-war between chaos and control. Chaos represents the unpredictable challenges, risks, and uncertainties that life throws at you. Control, on the other hand, is the discipline, focus, and stability you bring to the table. Both are essential in their own way. Too much control can make life rigid and uninspiring, while too much chaos can leave you overwhelmed and lost. The key to achieving greatness lies in learning how to balance these two forces, using chaos to fuel your growth, while maintaining enough control to channel it effectively. Chaos is not inherently bad. In fact, it can be a powerful catalyst for growth. Chaos challenges your comfort zone and forces you to adapt, innovate, and find new ways of thinking. It's in moments of uncertainty that your creativity and resilience are truly tested. Think of chaos as the raw energy of life. It's unpredictable and wild, but it holds immense potential. To harness this energy, you need control. Control gives chaos structure and purpose, allowing you to use it to your advantage rather than being consumed by it. Control, however, isn't about micromanaging every aspect of your life. It's about cultivating self-discipline, setting boundaries, and staying focused on your goals. Control provides the foundation you need to handle life's unpredictability with grace and confidence. For instance, when chaos strikes in the form of unexpected challenges, your sense of control allows you to stay calm and make rational decisions. Instead of panicking or reacting impulsively, you can assess the situation and take deliberate action. This is the balance that creates true strength, a partnership between chaos and control. To find this balance, you need to embrace both chaos and control in your daily life. Start by identifying areas where you've been overly rigid or overly chaotic. Are you clinging to control so tightly that you've stopped taking risks, or are you so caught up in chaos that you've lost sight of your goals? Once you've identified these patterns, work on integrating the opposite force. For example, if you're too controlled, allow yourself to step into uncertainty by trying something new. If you're too chaotic, establish routines and habits that provide stability. Balance is about bringing harmony to opposing forces, not eliminating one or the other. Finally, remember that mastering the balance between chaos and control is a lifelong process. There will be times when chaos feels overwhelming and times when control feels suffocating. In these moments, remind yourself that both are temporary and that you have the power to recalibrate. Life's greatest achievements come when you learn to navigate the ebb and flow of these forces. By embracing chaos as an opportunity for growth and using control as a tool for stability, you create a life that is dynamic, purposeful, and truly unstoppable. Chapter 3. Why Strength Demands Responsibility. Strength, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, is a powerful force. However, true strength is not just about having the ability to conquer or endure, it's about knowing how to use it wisely. Strength without responsibility can easily turn into recklessness, selfishness, or harm. That's why strength always demands responsibility. When you're strong, you have the capacity to influence not just your own life, but also the lives of others. This power comes with a duty to wield it with care, intention, and integrity. At its core, strength demands responsibility because it impacts those around you. Imagine having the ability to stand tall in moments of chaos, yet using that strength to dominate or intimidate others. Such misuse of strength doesn't inspire respect. It breeds fear and resentment. True strength uplifts others. It creates a sense of safety and trust. Being responsible means recognizing how your actions affect others and choosing to lead with compassion and wisdom. It's about ensuring that your strength becomes a source of empowerment, not destruction. Responsibility also ensures that your strength doesn't become your downfall. Without responsibility, even the strongest individual can spiral into arrogance, impulsiveness, or self-destruction. Responsibility acts as a guide, keeping you grounded and humble. It reminds you that strength is not a license to do whatever you want, but a tool to create positive change. Responsible strength is not boastful or flashy. It's steady, purposeful, and built on a foundation of self-awareness and accountability. Moreover, strength paired with responsibility allows you to weather life's storms with dignity. Strength alone might help you survive challenges, but responsibility ensures you learn and grow from them. It's the difference between reacting to problems with brute force and responding with thoughtful action. Responsibility teaches you to think about the long-term consequences of your choices, helping you navigate challenges in a way that aligns with your values and goals. It transforms raw strength into something meaningful and enduring. Finally, When you accept the responsibility that comes with strength, you inspire others to do the same. Responsibility is contagious. It sets an example for those around you to act with integrity and purpose. By demonstrating that strength isn't just about power, but about accountability and service, you encourage others to rise to their potential. This ripple effect creates a community or environment where strength is valued not for its ability to dominate, but for its capacity to heal, support, and uplift. Strength demands responsibility because it is through responsibility that strength becomes a force for good. Chapter 4. Turning fear into fuel. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions we experience. It can paralyze us, holding us back from pursuing our dreams, or it can be transformed into a driving force that propels us forward. Turning fear into fuel is about shifting your perspective on fear. It's not the enemy, but an opportunity. Fear often arises when we're on the edge of growth, about to step into something new and challenging. Instead of running from it, embracing fear can unlock your potential and push you toward success. To turn fear into fuel, the first step is understanding it. Fear is a signal, not a barrier. It's your mind's way of alerting you to potential risks or the unknown. But what often happens is that we let fear magnify beyond what's real. By breaking down your fears and identifying their root causes, you take away their power. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? Often, the answer isn't as daunting as it feels. Once you define your fear, it becomes something tangible you can address instead of an overwhelming shadow looming over you. Another way to transform fear is by reframing it as excitement. Physiologically, fear and excitement are almost identical. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and your mind sharpens. The difference lies in how you interpret those signals. Instead of thinking, "I'm scared," tell yourself, "I'm excited for this challenge." Shifting your mindset from fear to anticipation can change how you approach daunting situations. Fear then becomes a motivator, pushing you to prepare, focus, and step into the unknown with determination. Fear also fuels growth because it forces you out of your comfort zone. The moments when you feel fear are often the moments when you're about to evolve. Embracing fear means recognizing it as a sign that you're on the brink of something significant. For example, fear of failure might push you to work harder, learn more, or refine your skills. Instead of avoiding fear, lean into it and ask, what is this fear trying to teach me? By using fear as a guide, you can turn it into a powerful tool for self-improvement. Action is one of the most effective antidotes to fear. The longer you hesitate or dwell on fear, the more it grows in your mind. But when you take even a small step forward, fear begins to lose its grip. Action creates momentum, and with each step, you build confidence. Whether it's a conversation you've been avoiding, a goal you've been putting off, or a risk you're scared to take, breaking it into smaller actions can help you confront fear head-on. Every step forward weakens fear's hold and strengthens your resolve. Lastly, remember that fear is temporary, but the rewards of facing it can last a lifetime. Each time you overcome fear, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. This builds resilience and reinforces a growth mindset. Fear no longer becomes something to avoid, but something to embrace as a natural part of progress. Turning fear into fuel isn't about eliminating fear entirely. It's about harnessing its energy and using it to drive you toward your goals. When you master this skill, fear transforms from a roadblock into a stepping stone for greatness. Chapter 5. The Path of Controlled Power. Power in its raw form can be chaotic and destructive, but when channeled and controlled, it becomes a force for meaningful impact. The path of controlled power is not about suppressing your strength or intensity, it's about mastering it. Just as a river needs banks to guide its flow, power needs discipline and direction to create positive change. Controlled power is what separates those who merely possess potential from those who turn that potential into greatness. To walk the path of controlled power, you must first develop self-awareness. Recognize your strengths, weaknesses, and the areas where your emotions tend to take over. Power without self-awareness can lead to impulsive decisions or actions driven by ego. Understanding what triggers you, what motivates you, and what grounds you is the foundation of controlling your power. Self-awareness allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, ensuring that your actions align with your goals and values. Discipline is the next cornerstone of controlled power. Discipline doesn't limit you, it focuses you. It's the ability to resist distractions, control impulses, and stay committed to your purpose even when the path becomes challenging. Think of discipline as the framework that supports your power. Without it, strength can spiral into chaos. With it, you can direct your energy toward meaningful actions and consistent progress. Discipline transforms power from something raw and untamed into a refined force that achieves results. Controlled power also requires humility. True strength doesn't need to prove itself loudly or constantly seek validation. When you walk the path of controlled power, you recognize that your power is most impactful when used with intention. Humility keeps you grounded, reminding you that power is not about dominance, but about creating positive outcomes. It allows you to listen, learn, and adapt, ensuring that your power serves not just your own interests, but also contributes to something greater than yourself. Patience is another vital element of controlled power. The strongest people are not those who rush into every battle or decision, but those who know when to act and when to wait. Controlled power is about timing, choosing the right moment to speak, act, or take a stand. Patience allows you to observe, strategize, and prepare, ensuring that when you do act, your power is maximized. It's not about suppressing your strength, but about using it wisely in ways that have lasting impact. Ultimately, the path of controlled power is about balance. It's about embracing your strength while staying anchored in discipline, humility, and purpose. Power without control can destroy. Control without power achieves nothing. But when the two are combined, they create a force capable of shaping lives, overcoming challenges, and inspiring others. Walking this path requires effort and intentionality, but the rewards, personal growth, meaningful impact, and a legacy of strength and purpose, are worth every step. Controlled power is not just a skill, it's a way of life that empowers you to achieve greatness with grace. Chapter 6. Becoming the monster who protects, not destroys. The concept of being a monster often carries negative connotations, images of destruction, chaos, and harm. But true strength lies not in becoming a force of destruction, but in channeling your power to protect, uplift, and serve a greater purpose. To become the monster who protects, not destroys, is to embrace your raw potential and direct it toward shielding what matters most: your values, loved ones, and the principles you stand for. To walk this path, you must first redefine what it means to be powerful. Power is not inherently destructive, it is neutral. What you choose to do with your power defines its legacy. When you decide to use your strength to protect rather than harm, you elevate yourself beyond the primal instinct to dominate. You become a guardian, someone who can stand firm in the face of adversity, shielding others from harm while maintaining your integrity. This choice requires both courage and self-control. Protecting doesn't mean weakness or passivity. On the contrary, it demands an immense amount of inner strength and discipline. The protector monster is someone who knows how to unleash their full strength when needed, but does so with precision and purpose. This is not about reacting out of anger or fear, but responding with calculated intent. To protect requires wisdom, knowing when to act, when to step back, and how to channel your energy for the greater good. To protect effectively, you must first master yourself. A protector who lacks control over their emotions, impulses, or fears can unintentionally cause harm. Self-mastery involves understanding your triggers and practicing restraint when emotions run high. When you are in control of yourself, you become a pillar of stability for others. Your presence alone can inspire confidence and calm because people sense your ability to handle challenges without succumbing to chaos. The role of the protector also involves making sacrifices. Being strong for others often means putting their needs above your own. It means standing in the fire so others don't have to, bearing burdens so others can flourish. This is not a role for the faint-hearted. It demands resilience, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to your principles. The protector monster doesn't seek recognition or gratitude. They act because it is the right thing to do. A protector's strength is not only physical but also mental and emotional. Protecting others often involves providing emotional support, being a voice of reason in difficult times, or standing firm when others waver. The monster who protects uses their strength to lift others up, to shield them from harm, and to guide them toward growth. This requires empathy and a deep understanding of human nature. True protectors balance their strength with compassion, knowing that real power lies in helping others thrive. The protector monster is also a symbol of hope. In a world filled with uncertainty and challenges, being someone who stands as a shield inspires others to find their own strength. Your actions demonstrate that power doesn't have to corrupt. It can heal, empower, and transform. By embodying this mindset, you create a ripple effect, encouraging others to embrace their power and use it constructively. The protector's legacy is one of inspiration, reminding people that strength can coexist with kindness and integrity. Ultimately, becoming the monster who protects is about purpose. Strength without purpose is meaningless, but when you use your power to safeguard what matters, you give your life profound meaning. This path is not easy. It requires constant growth, reflection, and sacrifice. But in choosing to protect rather than destroy, you become a force for good, a beacon of resilience and hope in a chaotic world. The protector monster is not feared for their power. They are respected for how they use it. In the end, their legacy is not one of destruction, but one of protection, growth, and enduring impact. Thank you for listening to You Should Be a Monster. Remember, true strength doesn't come from being passive or timid. It comes from embracing your full potential and channeling it with purpose. Becoming a monster isn't about destruction. It's about having the power, confidence, and discipline to face life head-on and create your own path. The choice is yours. Will you stay small, or will you rise to the challenge and become the unstoppable force you were meant to be? Keep pushing your limits, keep owning your strength, and never forget, you have everything within you to achieve greatness. Now, go out there and show the world what you're made of.